No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it with Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They begin the drive with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go, one more. Slam.
There you go, 368.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Dalton now to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw here, Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carroll...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away to his left. That's complete. Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Auden Tate, 69 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Dancing to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 43. Let's get it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. It's Kelsey on the grab. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yellow. On the line. 43. 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 53.
I'm trying to.
Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Pick it up, defense.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Dalton, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 72 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, he gets this one to Boyd. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 29, Mahomes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Let's go. Let's go.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
All day, baby, all day.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm coming after you.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, all day.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And Dalton to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 10 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. I tell you, Charles. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Watch the shift.
Pilot 64, weak.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Here we go, here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room.